Hi everyone, it's Chaplain Nick here and Jay from Eagleby State School and the Eagleby Giants Rugby League Club. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of At Home Footy Training. Today we're going to, in a very fun way, we're going to increase our exercises so that we can get fitter, because the more fit we are, the more we enjoy our sport. And we're going to do a bit more work on agility, so that's flexibility, running forwards, running backwards, running sideways. And then we're going to move to some more passing and ball skills where you can learn to pass to the left, to the right, and from short distances to large distances, and also how to be aware of to sprint and scoop up a ball if it lands on the ground, but secure it in a way that you don't also fumble it. So grab yourself a hat, grab yourself a water bottle, and let's get started. Now remember, no matter what age you are or how much of an expert you may be in a sport, it's always important before training, before a game, that we start up. So we start with the training with warm-ups, and that way we get the blood going, we warm up all the muscles, and that way we don't pull up sore the next day or get injured. So if you have any markers at home or hats or toys, create a 10-meter line like this. So 1, 2, 3. Every 3 steps, just put a marker. And after the warm-ups, keep that there, because we're going to use these markers for another exercise later on. But what Jay's going to do is he's going to start with some squats. And Jay, if you just want to explain why each of these exercises are important.
So the first one, we'll do 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can start to feel the blood flow in your lower leg. We'll then jog to the next marker. At the second marker, we're going to do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're starting to move a little bit more. You can feel it in your arms and also your lower legs. To get to the next one, next 2 markers are for balance. We're going to stand on our right leg, alright, and we're going to hop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a bit tricky. Focus on a point on the ground, keep balance. Run to the next marker, switch to your left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on our last marker, we're going to do 5 rocket jumps. Okay, this is getting the whole body moving and blood flowing throughout our body. Simply lean down, touch our toes, and then jump up to the sky like a rocket. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now that we've done all our little warm-up drills, we're now going to continue our warm-ups, and if you can, get 4 markers or 4 whatever you have around the house, and 10 big steps make a square. So, sorry, yeah. 10 both ways. And what we're going to do is in rugby league, most of our running is in 5 or 10 metre bursts. So especially if you're in defence, you run up 10 metres or 5 metres, depending how old. But then you need to be able to very quickly run backwards to where the referee is. So you're constantly running forward in a burst, running backwards. And then you also need to always know where the ball is, and you might have to shuffle sideways or sideways. So you need to be very flexible and to be able to do that quite fast. So a good drill to practice this is Jay's going to first start slowly, not too fast at the beginning, is run up 10 metres to the point, and then he's going to shuffle to the next marker, clicking his heels, getting some nice height to the next marker, and then jog backwards. So be careful jogging backwards. Lean forward, don't lean back. Make sure you don't fall over, but it is using different muscles, and once you work those muscles it does become easier. And then he's going to shuffle back to the start. So Jay is now going to demonstrate this for you.
If you want, you can grab your footy, practice running with your footy. Otherwise you can do it without a footy as well, just whatever you feel comfortable with. So I run up 10 metres, hold my football in 2 hands, get to the marker, sliding across 10 metres. Once I hit that marker, then I'm back 10 metres, leaning forward so I'm not over my backside, hit my marker, and then across 5 metres. Good. Now I can go a bit faster, punch my marker, slide across to the left, hit that marker, and then I'm going backwards. Once I get to the end, then I'm sliding back to the right. There we go.
Okay, now for our next drill, make sure you've had a big drink of water after all that running. We're going to continue on that sort of game day feel. So what we're going to do for this drill is we're going to jog up 5 metres, and then we're going to go backwards 5 metres, touch the ground, and then we're going to sprint up to the other end, touch the ground, and then go backwards 10 metres and touch the ground. So if you wanted to test yourself even more, what you could do is lay on the ground facing the opposite direction. Can't do that today because it's just rain, but with your feet in line with your markers, and then get someone to yell go, and then you get up, turn around, run, touch the ground at 5 metres, run back, touch the ground, go 10 metres, and then back And what that will do is get your body used to those short 5 and 10 meter bursts, running forwards and backwards. But remember, when you're running backwards, to make sure you do it where you're comfortable and safe going back. So Jay's now going to demonstrate the standing up version.
Awesome. So I've got my first marker 5 meters out. So I'm jogging up, touch the ground, going back 5 meters, touch the ground, and then I sprint forward 10. Alright, then I can call off. Do we do it back, Chappy?
Yeah.
Restart here, up our 5 meters, touch the ground, back 5 meters, touch the ground, and then sprinting all the way through.
Excellent. I hope you really had a go at all those different drills of being ready to sprint forward, sprint backwards, shuffle sideways. Remember, champions are really good at doing all the basic mundane things really, really well. So champions take care of business. All the little boring stuff that most people don't enjoy, they're the things that champions constantly practice so that they're ready for any scenario. Now this next drill is basically the same thing, being ready in any scenario. So the football is treasure. You either have it and you don't want to give it up, or the opposition have it and you want to get it back. So in a game, one of your players might do an awesome tackle and pop the ball out, or someone just out of bad luck may drop the ball, but you're going to be ready to pounce on it. So as soon as the ball hits the ground, you don't just stare at it, or you don't go, oh, that poor guy dropped the ball, or that poor player dropped the ball. You're just going to, your first instinct is going to be to run, scoop the ball up and run as far down the field as you can get until you get tackled or score a try. There's a brilliant State of Origin game from 2005 or 2004 where one of the Queensland players, right at the siren or an extra time, actually got an intercept that way and just kept running.
Brett Molly through it, Matty Bowen.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, that was
Because
not a great
Bowen,
one. That was
it
not
was
a great
brilliant. I jumped up and my chips went everywhere, but Bowen was ready to pounce wherever the ball got, and he just ran about 60 meters all the way and won the game. Great night, that one. So
I think I got sent to that night.
we're going to practice it, 2 different scenarios where you can just keep practicing and have those reflexes ready. So ready, Mr. Meany or Jay?
Yep, so I've got the ball just stationary on the ground. I can see it. Remember, I have to lean down low to pick it up. I want to be able to pick it up, so I'm not going to fly 100 miles an hour at the ball. I need to be able to judge my speed and judge my pace so that when I can pick it up, I pick it up cleanly. So I'll accelerate hard, a bit slow and pick it up. And then I'll score the try. Alright. Go and put the ball back where it was, in the middle. Alright, stationary there. Accelerate fast, slow down to hit the ball, and off we go. So it's about accelerating towards the ball, being able to pick it up clearly, and then as you pick it up, accelerate as fast as you can away with the ball. So it's about accelerating towards the ball, being able to pick it up clearly, and then as you pick it up, accelerate as fast as you can away with the ball.
Okay, so you've just practiced running and scooping the ball up. If you drop the ball a few times or you have to really slow down to get it, that's okay. Just keep practicing and practicing, and then, as they say, practice makes perfect. Now for the next drill, it's the same type of drill, but if you have a parent or an adult or a brother or sister at home with you, get them to roll the ball, because sometimes in a game, when you get old enough, there's going to be kicks, and you can scoop that ball up, or they might drop the ball, but the ball's going to be moving while you're moving. So we'll give a demonstration.
Oh.
It's not as easy as it looks, and that's why champions practice, 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 practice. Let's go again.
Running up to the ball.
There we are, you got it the second time. Or you could be a little cheeky and you could roll it like it's a grubber kick with all the awkward bounces. Great pickup.
Remember to always keep your hands in front of your body when you're going to scoop the ball up. Alright, as your body moves forward, if your hands are in front, you're naturally going to have the ball fall into your arms. But like anything, whether it's passing, catching, remember to always keep your eye on the ball.
Okay, for our next drill, we're going to work on our catching and passing. So with the markers that we had for our very first warm-up, remember I said if you can remember to not move them, well, we're going to use them again. And right in the middle of the markers, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third one, go straight, 1, 2, 3, roughly 3 or 4 steps. Now this will be easier if you do have another person with you, because what we're going to do is we're going to practice passing. So once the person here, they just pass, and then you catch the ball, pass back, and then you're going to move to the next marker and pass. And then you're going to turn around and do it the other way, so you're passing to your left, but then you're also practicing passing to your right. As you build up in confidence, what you can start doing is just jogging and passing, keep jogging and catch and pass, so that you're practicing to pass and catch while you're moving forward. Because that's the weird thing about rugby league, you're always moving forward, but you're only allowed to pass backwards. So remember to hold the ball the right way. When you're getting ready to receive the pass, to have your W's up, so you got your markers. And then we pass from our hip, and we're like an elephant. So some of the passes are going to be quite far away, and if you drop the ball, that's okay. Just keep practicing, and then you'll move to the next. So we're going to demonstrate all the way through once, and then it will be your turn. Notice we have our targets out, so the passer knows exactly where to pass the ball. No torpedo passes, because they're harder to catch. And now Jay's going to pass to his other side, so he learns to pass both ways in any scenario during the game. Excellent. And then we'll just demonstrate how you just start jogging. Keeping your feet moving, keeping your body ready to receive the pass. Okay. And then the other side. If you keep practicing that, you'll be a pro in no time. It's now your turn. So that concludes our training for today. Now remember, once you finish watching these videos, you can actually go back and watch them again. So you can actually go over this week's video every morning if you want to. You can get up, if you're still doing school at home, you can do that as a part of your morning routine. Go through all the drills and practice. If you're back at school, why not just put it on in the afternoon? Instead of watching TV, you can do some footy training. So today we went through a lot of different activities. We started with our warm-up exercises to get all our muscles going. Then Jay ran forward 10 meters and then shuffled sideways and then went backwards and shuffled again. So that's getting all his flexibility, getting his muscles ready in his body, knowing to run forwards or backwards or side to side, always following the football. And then we did bursts, up 5 meters, back 5 meters, and then sprint 10 meters. So that's getting all the endurance and the power, off the mark power. So not endurance at all, ignore that bit. It's about power, off the mark power. Then we practice running and scooping the ball, always being ready to pounce on any loose football on the ground. So if you're an Aussie rules player, that's a very good drill to know, to always be ready to be the fastest one and the first one to grab the ball for your team. Then we practiced our passes nice and slowly and then built up. So learning to pass from the hip in that sort of a motion and wait straight to the target. So keep practicing and practicing, have lots of fun with it. What's the point of learning a new skill or sport if you're not actually having fun? So really enjoy it. Don't worry about getting it perfect all the time. We watch a lot of NRL when it's on, and these guys are the best in the world and they still make mistakes, because as my coach taught me, if you play a game of rugby league, your team, the opposition, if no one made a mistake ever, it would be the most boring game of rugby league to watch and play. So mistakes are going to happen, but it's about learning from them, encouraging your teammates when a mistake is made, and then just moving forward. So have lots of fun with these videos. Enjoy your rugby league or your rugby union or any sport you play. Just enjoy being active, and we'll see you next week.